Colin Pillinger dies after brain hemorrhage. British planetary scientist Colin Pillinger, best known for his 2003 attempt to land a spacecraft on Mars, has died aged 70, his family have said. Professor Pillinger was at his home in Cambridge when he suffered a brain hemorrhage and fell into a deep coma. His family said he later died at Addenbrooke's hospital without regaining consciousness. His death was devastating and unbelievable, they said in a statement. Unfinished business. The space scientist built a probe to search for Martian life, naming it Beagle 2 after Charles Darwin's HMS Beagle. It was the first time an individual researcher had sent their own vessel into space. The spacecraft vanished without trace, but Professor Pillinger carried on pushing space agencies to complete what he called unfinished business on Mars. Fans took to Twitter to pay tribute to the scientist, with author Keith Mansfield calling him a great advocate for space and Mars. Phil Ford, a writer on Doctor Who, said, "Very sad to see Professor Colin Pillinger has died. A proper British boffin who will be fondly remembered for the Beagle Mars mission." Colin Pillinger. At the age of 62, Professor Pillinger was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, which left him finding it difficult to walk. He said the illness would not diminish his efforts to land a British craft on Mars. A professor in interplanetary science at the Open University, he headed the university's Department of Physical Sciences until 2005. He was awarded a CBE in 2003 and had an asteroid named after him a year later. A piece of Professor Pillinger now moves between Mars and Jupiter, a NASA scientist said at the time. Professor Pillinger was married to Judith, with whom he had 2 children, Shoshana and Nicholas.